big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage...
They've got his man complete! And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. This is Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. General West.
Here's Bell. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Quincy Enunwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Outside. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
And Anderson's got it. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got Check, check. Ready. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold flushed out right. Now he's going to throw into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
17 yards. First down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Wan Short in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really made...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down, Darnold taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Lady. Go.
Now Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First possession of the third. Corner and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're trying to throw here now. Bridgewater. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go, here we go. Check. Cover. Right, check, 59. We ain't over.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Watch twins.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater, and that's complete to Gates. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Bridgewater. Gates with a grab. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
13 yards there and a Niner first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
It's now third down.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 34-yard line.
This is more where I came from.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Crouch. 6 guys. Check. 6 to go. Shit.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field, because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. There goes a deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Bridgewater now. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. He was looking for a new one there. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game is like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already run now.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. K1 short. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
59, Mike, 59. Check, 59.
Bridgewater. And a touchdown here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."